We've all heard about Spotify, but do you know who founded it? How did it start? And what were the major milestones in its history? If you want to find out, keep watching this video. We will also tell you what business lessons we can learn from the story of Spotify. Was founded in 2006 in Stockholm, Sweden by Daniel Ek. The two had worked together for several years at a company called Ratio. When they decided to leave Ratio and start their own company, they met up with a friend named Alexander L. Schmidt, who became the third member of their team. Their goal was to create a way to easily share music over the internet. At first, the trio was unsure how they could make money with this idea. So they focused on creating the best product possible and getting a large number of users. Before Spotify, the main way people listened to music was by buying CDs or vinyl records. However, the popularity of digital music was increasing rapidly, and it was clear that the industry needed to change. Ek, Lorentzen, and Schmidt believed that the future of music was online, and they wanted to be a part of that future. They spent several months developing an early version of Spotify, and in February 2008, they launched the service to the public. Initially, Spotify was only available to users in Sweden, but the company quickly expanded to other countries, including Norway, Finland, Denmark, and Germany. One of the things that made Spotify different from other music streaming services was its focus on social features. Users could create playlists and share them with their friends. They could also see what their friends were listening to and discover new music based on their tastes. In addition, Spotify offered a wide variety of music and podcasts, as well as the ability to listen offline. This made it a very attractive option for users, and the service quickly grew in popularity. However, Spotify was not without its challenges. The company faced competition from other music streaming services, such as Apple Music, and had to deal with the complexities of licensing music from various artists and record labels. Nevertheless, Spotify continued to grow and expand its offerings. In 2011, the company launched Spotify Connect, which allowed users to control Spotify from any device. In 2014, Spotify launched its video streaming service, and in 2015, the company went public. Today, Spotify is one of the most popular music streaming services in the world, with over 551 million active users each month as of March 2022, including 210 million subscribers. The company has a wide variety of music and podcasts and is available on various devices. Spotify has also expanded into new markets and currently operates in over 92 countries. Now let's talk about some business lessons we can learn from the story of Lesson 1. Focus on solving a problem before thinking about how to make money. When Spotify was founded, the three founders were unsure how they would make money. Instead, they focused on creating a product that would solve a real problem. They wanted to make it easy for people to share music. By focusing on solving this problem, they were able to create a product that was in demand. Once they had a large number of users, they then figured out how to monetize the service. This is a lesson that all entrepreneurs should remember. It is often better to focus on solving a problem and building a great product than trying to figure out how to make money from the start. Lesson 2. Create a product that people love. One of the reasons for Spotify's success is that the founders created a product that people love. Spotify is more than just a music streaming service. It's a community where people can discover new music, connect with friends, and share their culture. People love Spotify because it makes it so easy to find and listen to music. With a few simple clicks, you can add millions of songs to your library and listen to them anywhere. You can also use Spotify to discover new music that you might like. The Service recommendation algorithm is constantly learning about your taste in music and suggesting new songs that you might enjoy. In addition, Spotify's social features allow you to see what your friends are listening to and share your own music with them. Lesson 3. Be willing to experiment. Spotify has never been afraid to experiment with new ideas. The company has launched a variety of new features and services over the years, such as Spotify, Connect, Spotify, video, and even podcasts. Not all of these ventures have been successful, but by being willing to experiment, Spotify has been able to find new ways to grow and engage its user base. For example, Spotify Connect allows users to control Spotify from any device. This has made it more convenient for people to listen to music and has helped Spotify to differentiate itself from its competitors. Similarly, Spotify's foray into podcasts has paid off in a big way. According to the company, it now has over 4 million podcast episodes in its library and over 250 million listeners each month. Lesson 4. Expand to new market. One of the reasons for Spotify's success is that the company has been willing to expand to new markets. Spotify started out in Sweden, but it quickly expanded to other countries, including Norway, Finland, Denmark, and Germany. Today, Spotify is available in over 92 countries. By expanding to new markets, Spotify has been able to grow its user base and revenue. In addition, the company has been able to tailor its service to local markets. For example, Spotify's algorithm is designed to recommend music that is popular in each country. This has helped the company to become the most popular music streaming service in many countries. Lesson 5. Build a strong team. The success of Spotify can be attributed in part to the strong team that the company has built. Eck, Lawrenson, and Schmidt were a talented trio who shared a passion for music and technology. Since then, Spotify has hired a lot of great people who have helped the company to grow and succeed. For example, Paul Werksug, who joined Spotify in 2014, is credited with helping the company to scale its infrastructure and improve its recommendation algorithm. In addition, Spotify's Chief Content Officer, Stefan Blom, has played a key role in securing music rights and expanding the company's catalog. By hiring smart and motivated people, Spotify has been able to build a strong team that can execute on its vision. Lesson 6. Don't be afraid to compete with the big guys. When Spotify was founded, the music industry was dominated by a few large companies, including Sony, Universal Music Group, and Warner Music Group. These companies controlled the vast majority of the music that was sold, and they were very protective of their turf. However, Spotify was not afraid to compete with the big guys, and the company's efforts have paid off. Today, Spotify is one of the most popular music streaming services in the world, and it is a major player in the music industry. So if you're trying to build a business, don't be afraid to compete with the big guys. If you have a great product and a strong team, you can win. Lesson 7. Keep learning and adapting. Spotify has been successful because the company has been willing to keep learning and adapting. The music industry is constantly changing, and Spotify has been able to stay ahead of the curve by experimenting with new ideas and listening to feedback from its users. For example, Spotify has experimented with new ways to discover music, such as its Discover Weekly playlist. The company has also listened to feedback from its users and made changes accordingly. For example, Spotify has made a number of changes to its recommendation algorithm in order to improve the quality of recommendations. So if you want to be successful in business, you must be willing to keep learning and adapting. The business environment is constantly changing, and you must be able to change with it. Thanks for watching this video. We hope you learned something from it. If you want to watch more videos like this, please subscribe. We always appreciate it when you take the time to give us some feedback. It helps us improve our videos and learn what topics our audience is interested in. Please comment below if you think we missed anything in this video, or if you have any other tips for future. We look forward to hearing from you. Thanks again for watching, and we will see you in the next one.